Have you ever just stopped in the middle of a busy airport and, just looked around? It feels like total chaos, right? But underneath all that hustle and bustle, there's this invisible force, this digital brain, making sure every single plane, every passenger, and every bag gets exactly where it needs to go. That hero? It's not a person. It's a database. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how it works. Because here's the secret. The most important part of any flight isn't what happens at 30,000 feet. No, it's that tight 60-minute window when the plane is on the tarmac. It's called the turnaround, and this is the moment of truth. This is where a flight either stays on time or kicks off a chain reaction of delays that can mess up travel across the entire globe. Everything has to be perfect, and it has to be fast. And that, right there, is where the race against time really kicks off. This isn't just about parking a plane. It's a super high-stakes performance with the clock ticking down every single second. Okay, so check this out. The second those wheels hit the runway, the clock starts. 15 minutes later, boom, it's at the gate. By the 25-minute mark, every single passenger and all their luggage has to be off the plane. Just 20 minutes after that, the next flight is completely boarded. And then, less than an hour after it landed, the plane is pushing back for takeoff. There is literally zero wiggle room. So how on earth is that even possible? Well, it's possible because of one thing: a powerful, centralized system that works like the airport's digital brain, coordinating this entire insane dance. It's called the Airport Operations Database, or AODB for short. And the best way to think about it is like the airport's central nervous system. It's this huge database that connects every little piece of flight info with every single physical thing at the airport. We're talking gates, ground crews, baggage carousels, you name it. And what does it coordinate? Pretty much everything. It tells the plane which gate is free. It tells the baggage system which carousel to spit the luggage out on. It assigns the right ground crew to the right plane at the right time. And all while it's pushing live updates to the giant screens in the terminal and that app on your phone. It's the whole shebang. So here's the real magic of it all. This database isn't just sitting there, passively watching what happens. Oh no. It is actively choreographing every single move on the ground. And this thing is smart. I mean, really smart. It knows that a giant Boeing 787 can't just squeeze into a gate built for a little 737. It knows which ground crews have the right training for an Airbus versus a Boeing. And it tracks every single bag like a hawk, making sure it gets routed to the right place. And if you could peek inside this brain, this is kind of what you'd see. It's all connected. So you've got one flight, right? Let's say UA 456. The database instantly links that flight to the type of plane, the gate it's going to, the specific crew that needs to be there, and even which carousel your bag is going to show up on. It's this perfect, seamless web of data. When everything's going right, it's just this beautiful, perfectly synchronized symphony of data, making sure everything runs like clockwork. Yeah, but let's be real. When does air travel ever go exactly according to plan? A gate is suddenly occupied. A flight gets delayed. What happens then? Well, this is where the database really gets to flex its muscles. So picture this. Flight UA 456 is supposed to go to gate C12. But, oops, last-minute change. It now has to go to gate D4. A few years ago, that would have been total chaos. You'd have confused passengers running around, lost bags, crews in the wrong place, a real mess. But with the AODB, it doesn't even flinch. The moment that gate changes in the system, every screen in the airport flashes the update. A new command is sent to the baggage system, rerouting all the bags. Your phone buzzes with a notification from the airline app, and the ground crew gets an alert telling them to head to the new gate. It all happens in seconds. It's just seamless. And that, right there, is why this system is the true unsung hero of modern aviation. It just quietly manages this unbelievable complexity, all happening behind the scenes. But it's not just about being fast. The real genius of the system is its logic. It's constantly playing this high-stakes game of 3D chess, balancing all these competing priorities to make sure things aren't just fast, but also safe and accurate. So it's juggling three big things at once. First, speed, because every second you waste can cause a domino effect of delays across the system. Second, accuracy, because sending one bag or the wrong crew to the wrong plane can throw a wrench in the whole operation. And finally, compliance. Every single thing has to be done by the book to meet incredibly strict safety rules.
It's a constant balancing act between all three. There's a quote that just absolutely nails it. These databases don't just track flights, they choreograph the dance that keeps the entire world flying every single day. So the next time you're at an airport and you see a plane pulling up to the gate, just take a second to think about that silent digital conductor making it all possible. And it really makes you wonder, right? What other invisible systems like this are out there quietly choreographing the complex dance of our daily lives?